Good morning, student. This is Namrata from Semstar Global School. Today I'm going to discuss chapter 14, that is our rich heritage. In this chapter, what we will learn in the end, and you will be able to answer about unity in diversity. That means in India, the people are from different culture. Like some people are from Tamil Nadu, some people are from Punjab and Haryana, some are from Jammu and Kashmir, some are from Assam. In your class itself, you have seen there are different culture people. Like if somebody is working in army or any other institution, like they have to move from one state to another, so people are going for the job and they are living other parts of the country, so they are taking their culture also. So this is the main thing, that we are united, and here we can show our unity in diversity. Then you will be able to answer about our national symbols, like lotus is the national flower of our country, peacock is the national bird of our country, and there are many more. Then famous Indian monuments like Taj Mahal, Qutub Minar, these all are the famous Indian monuments. So we will study about them also, and some methods to preserving our heritage, or how can we preserve our heritage for our next generation. See, our grandparents or the super grandparents or the previous people have saved these heritages for us. So now it is our duty to preserve our heritages for the next generation. But before starting this chapter, here in this page number 100, here in page number 100, a story is given that is just based on Helen Keller. So I am just going to reading this and explaining this one. Then we will continue with the new chapter. So Helen Keller was the first hearing and visually impaired person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. Before her, nobody was able to get the degree when he or she is visually challenged. So her teacher was Annie Sullivan. Annie Sullivan was the teacher of Helen Keller. So she used to help Helen learn a word by spelling it out on her hand. So her teacher was writing that spelling on her hand, and she was assuming what she has written. So this was the way how she has learned to write or read. She taught her the word water by running water over her hand and spelling it out on her other hand. That means her teacher was pouring water on her hand and she was feeling the water, and she was writing the spelling of the water on the other hand of her. So this was the way how she has learned this feeling of water and the spelling of water. And Helen became an expert in Braille, that is a writing system for visually impaired people as well. With her determination to do well in life, she wanted to do something different in her life, as she was a visually impaired person. So she became a famous author, social worker and speaker as well. But see, we are having all organs working properly, and a part of that we are so common. What we have done differently? You can do something different for the society, for your country, for your parents, and first thing for yourself. So start learning and do study well so that you can do well. Now this is your duty to complete this story in your own words. There are two pictures given. Here you have to write a story. Okay, here she is the Helen Keller and here it is She is her teacher. Now I will continue with the chapter 14. See, our India is a home of many architectural marvels. Like in India, the rulers who ruled in India for hundreds or thousands years, they have made some monuments or the buildings that are now our heritage. Like these are pictures. See here, some pictures are given here. You have to identify which picture is this, and thereafter you have to write here the names of these pictures and who has made and in what century it is made. Okay. So this is your homework for doing. Now, India as a land of diversity. See, India is a country which has a rich cultural, natural and architectural heritage. Every state of India has a unique culture. Like in our Uttar Pradesh, in Agra, where does it come? Where does it come? It is in Uttar Pradesh. So in Agra, the Taj Mahal is made. So that is our heritage. Not only UP people, it is the heritage for all Indians, and people from different countries came to visit this monument, and it is made by Shah Jahan. Okay, so this is our duty to preserve all these things. We will discuss later on. And India has a variety of landforms across its length and breadth, from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari. There are so many diversity. There is so many diversity in culture. And hills, mountains, plateaus and plains, along with deserts and rivers. See, these are the geographical creatures, and they are found in different parts of our country. We have the Bay of Bengal in the southeast. If you remember the map, see, these are the four main directions. The upper one is the north, the down one is the south. Here it is east and here it is west. So they are talking like we are having Bay of Bengal in the southeast. So what is southeast? This is your south and here it is east. Here we are having Bay of Bengal. And we have Arabian Sea in the southwest. It is south, it is west. So here we are having Arabian Sea. Bay of Bengal in the southeast and Arabian Sea in the west, southwest. Okay. And Ocean, Indian Ocean in the south, and the great, here we are having Indian Ocean. So in the southeast we are having Bay of Bengal. Okay. In the southwest we are having Arabian Sea, and in the south Indian Ocean. So these are the water bodies that surrounds India. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are situated in the Bay of Bengal, and the Lakshadweep Islands are located in the Arabian Sea. See, here are Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are found in Bay of Bengal and in Lakshadweep. These are also islands and they are found in Arabian Sea. So in these areas you can see different situations are found. Like we have a number of national parks like Ranthambore, Jim Corbett and Kaziranga, where a variety of flora and fauna found. What is flora and what is fauna? Flora and fauna. Okay. Flora and fauna. So flora means the plants or the vegetation. Okay. Flora means plants or the vegetation that found in a particular area, and fauna means animals. So in India we are having so many national parks, and they are having different flora and fauna. So what the basic thing I am just wanted to explain you here, that the architectural heritage of India includes several artistic and beautiful monuments. Yes, absolutely. And India is also known for its rich cultural heritage of art, music and dance. If you have seen or visited any monument, you can see over there a beautifully architectured design on that particular building. Some are famous for the music, some are famous for their art. India's national symbols represent its cultural heritage. Let us read more about them. So we will discuss the national symbols in the next video, and here I would like to conclude you. See, this is the these are the main directions found in these are the main directions like north, south, east and west. In southeast we are having Bay of Bengal and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. If we talk about southwest, here we are having Arabian Sea and Lakshadweep Islands in near Arabian Sea. And at the south we are having Indian Oceans. This is the conclusion of today's video. Now that is your duty to read the book thoroughly, so that you can learn the different new terms related to this chapter. Okay.